Hello everybody, this is Rabbi Waffles from the Cult of Danny, and this is my review of Violence Jack. Now, not a lot of shows disgust me like this show did, which is probably a good thing about it. But when it's not trying to disgust me, sometimes it is really just boring. Now, the only episode I can say that I really enjoyed watching was Evil Town, but in the episode it's actually called Helltown, so I don't know why it's called Evil Town in the title. But that was probably the most interesting of the bunch. And by bunch, I mean 3 episodes. Now, Jack is an interesting character. He's a giant that's found in a building by a bunch of guys, and he says he doesn't remember his real name, but people call him Jack because he has a jackknife. Then these group of men who find Jack explain to him that there are 3 groups. There's Group A, Group B, Group C, and Group B is probably the worst of all the groups, and they want Jack's help to stop their evil doings. And Jack's like, well, you guys seem like a nice group of young fellows. I guess I could help you along and stop these Group B and all and everything. And then they get there, and then Group B are just a bunch of punk-looking guys, and they have also another giant guy on their side, except he's not quite as big as Violence Jack. And they're like, whoa, that guy's way bigger, wow. Well, we guess it's time to discuss what's going to happen next. And then Group C, which is a group of women, shows up. They say, yo, hold the phone, Mr. Joan. We need the most help. These men, they violently hugged us the other day, and they wouldn't stop hugging us without our permission. And to prove to Jack that these women were violently hugged the other day, they show him their flashback of when they were violently hugged to prove it. And Jack says, oh, okay, I guess you guys need my help. I'll help you guys out. And then all the women of Group C take Jack to Group C and show them even more women, and the women are like, wow, this place is great and full of beautiful women, but they're beautiful in a non-violently huggy way. And then the women are like, well, Jack, you better take us to heaven, and don't get confused by that. They don't actually want to die or anything. They want to actually go above their underground place. They call it heaven because the town they live in is called Helltown. You get it? You get it? You get it? Don't you understand? Huh? But then all the men show up and they start violently hugging the women again, and it's up to Violence Jack to stop their hideous, non-consensual hugging. Then this one police officer-looking guy is trying to violently hug this one woman, but then gets murdered by another woman, and then that one woman's like, no, I'm gonna violently hug you. And then Jack kills that one woman, and then that one woman's hubby gets super sad, and I'm not joking about this, he literally eats her so he can be a part of her. And I'm not joking right now, he turns into a red demon monster after eating her, and tries to fight Jack. And Jack obviously wins the fight because he's Jack. And then all the women live happily ever after in heaven. Now, I only told you about what happens in that episode because I thought the other 2 episodes were actually kind of boring. Now, don't get me wrong, they were good, but I don't think they were nearly as good as that episode. Overall, I thought the show was good, but it wasn't as good as I was expecting it to be, because I was kind of expecting it to be as good as Devilman, and I have to say, it just wasn't. It was fine, but I only give this a Samurai Jack out of Devilman. Why am I obsessed with Devilman?